Specialist Ryan Travis Baker.
Specialist Anthony Vargas.
Billie Jean Grinder, she was my stepmom.
My fallen hero is Major Matthew Wade Worrell. He was a pilot. He was awesome.
We don't really know what happened.
He died of an IED explosion.
It was a helicopter crash.
He suicided.
I just kept thinking she was gonna come home, and she never did. I was 2 years old.
It's a month before I turned 4.
I was 5 at the time.
I was 9.
These kids are not on our radar. And from my standpoint, they should be #1 on our list of giving, then give to everybody else.
32 kids sharing a single tragic common thread, gathered together for a weekend in the Tennessee wilderness. They are all children of fallen soldiers, surrounded by mentors, many of whom served in the military or have been through the program themselves. Daryl Mackett, a Navy veteran and founder of A Soldier's Child, creates a unique atmosphere to help them cope.
You think about the men and women that sign that contract. They're willing to defend your freedoms, even if they die doing so, and then in turn, their children suffer for it.
Guys, get Aiden out! Yeah, get Aiden out!
Just giving them the outlet to just come out, get dirty, run through the woods, fish, hunt, do all of those things that I would not necessarily be able to do with them.
I like it here, and it is different here because everyone who's around you understands your pain, what you're going through, while people at, like, you'd say your school wouldn't fully understand.
I've heard you all tell me what's so important about this. What makes it special? This is a safe place. This is where you could come, just be free, be yourself.
It makes you feel more comfortable with the whole situation, and you get to express your feelings.
Kids feel inadequate. They don't feel like they're normal. And this is a place that you get to tell them that this is not something that you had control over. People love you here. People want to support you here. It's just allowing them to know that they're not forgotten.
I had never hunted before. I had never fished. I could never teach them those things. And I know that those are experiences that they would definitely have had with their father.
So what is this called? So this is a largemouth bass right here.
Here you go, just like a pair of pants. We'll put your legs through those loops.
We want to foster this one-on-one experience with, peer-to-peer, encouragement, love, honor, hope. We can do it together. Let's push through.
Ready? No.
Campers learn to face their fears and, by relying on an enthusiastic support system, attempt to overcome them.
Don't worry about how far you're going, just one step. You got it.
Start.
Star was really scared of climbing up it, so I looked at her and I was like, do you want to climb up together? And she was like, yes, so we both climbed up together.
Almost up to the platform.
We got to the midway point and freaked out. We said that we were both gonna get to the platform. When we got there, we looked up and we're like, we're almost there, and we motivated each other to get to the top.
There we go.
There you go, Star.
Shooting star.
Did you think you could do that seriously when you got here?
No.
And what's the lesson to be learned there with all that support?
It's trust that people are there for you and you're not alone.
You can reach great heights, with that support system that we're trying to foster here.
A Soldier's Child holds multiple events each year. Jake and Nate met 2 years ago at a camp and bonded immediately. On Saturday morning, Nate was nervous when he sighted his first big buck.
Everyone was like, oh, it's an 8-pointer. We need to get this. This is really important. And then once I saw him, I knew I was perfectly fine, and everything went good from there.
And who was the king hunter out there?
It was Nate. I'm gonna hear it for the next 3 weeks unless I get a good one myself. So I'm gonna try and even it out.
But count them.
10.
10 pointers.
Dude, my heart was pounding. Gee, that's awesome. Told you I'd show up.
Yeah, that you couldn't wait to get
I
back
went to
here.
Nate and I was like, dude, I'm sorry for one-upping you.
Yeah.
So wait, how big was your buck?
It was 10-pointer, about 200 pounds.
200 pounds.
After 2 days of shared stories, emotions, and activities, Macklin leaves the campers with a reminder of the power of hope.
We believe that the best thing that we can do with you guys when it comes to dealing with your grief is bringing you together and giving you a platform where you can tell your stories to one another, and then you become stronger because of each other. A soldier's child is about love, honor, and hope. When you hope for something, you truly believe. You believe it to happen, and you actually are active to do things to bring hope about. Think about what you're declaring right now as you let your hope boats float.
They leave with a good cry. It's a healing cry.